Alright, quick question. Does anybody remember who was supposed to be Liu Kang's replacement and successor as the champion of Earthrealm? No, wasn't this guy. Wasn't this guy. Why would it be him, right? No, it was actually this guy. Today, I'm going to be doing a redesign of Kai. Most people are probably asking right now, who the hell is Kai? Apparently, according to Mortal Kombat 1, he is the new master for the Shaolin, or better yet, the White Lotus Society.
Master Kai said he taught you as well.
My lessons with Master Kai go well. Master Kai agreed to teach me?
Master Kai taught me Crouching Tiger style.
Try it against my Hidden Dragon style.
What?
So out of all the many redesign requests that I've gotten, I haven't gotten a single one for Kai. I kind of think it's because nobody either A, knows about the character, or B, even cares about him for real. I pretty much assumed that I was never really going to get a Kai request, and that was why I chose to go ahead and do this one now. I feel like he's such an oddly slept on character. Once again, there's a lot of characters in Mortal Kombat history that have been sort of left behind or forgotten about. They haven't fully been fleshed out and whatnot. And in some cases with characters like Su Hao or Daru, or even people that don't like Cobra and whatnot, like, I get why they're sort of disregarded over time. But then you have characters like Kai. Frost has never been fleshed out as well as she should have. Considering what the Black Dragon means for Mortal Kombat, we don't really get a lot or any of Kira. I mean, hell, we've gotten mentions of Tremor being in the Black Dragon more than we've gotten Kira. And the reason why I bring those specific characters up is they're characters who, in theory, would kind of like be more important to Mortal Kombat lore, or wouldn't be so forgotten. In Kai's case, he was supposed to be the next guy in line behind Liu Kang. You know, the guy who beat Shinnok, the guy who beat Shao Kahn twice, the guy who beat Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat, that Liu Kang, the guy who actually saved the realms and the actual whole timeline and had to reshape it anew and is a god at this point. That Liu Kang was supposed to be succeeded by this character. Now take all of that into account and then keep in mind that out of the, 12 Mortal Kombat games that have taken place, technically, he's only appeared twice. And these were his two character designs, which also could explain why we haven't seen more of the character. So my job today is to try to give some type of effort to redesign Kai to make him look a lot cooler and hopefully make him look interesting enough to where somebody would want to play with him, or he would like need to be returned to the series. So let's see what we get with Kai.
But I'm not interested in becoming a Shaolin warrior anymore. I've got too many of my own problems to deal with.
What will you do next?
I don't know. Wander the earth, search for my soul, that kind of thing.
Okay, so I got a base pose for Kai going, just like a strong stoic pose. Kai, his original Mortal Kombat 4 design is okay, I guess, for the time. I mean, it was 1997, 1998, but his Mortal Kombat Armageddon outfit to me is weird. Like, it's, for Mortal Kombat designs, especially the ones of that era, it's a very forgettable design. Like, his design screams no different than like Jarrek's design to me, who might be another Black Dragon character I might need to design at another point. One irrelevant Mortal Kombat 4 character at a time. But in any event, it was weird. I didn't know how to design this guy. I didn't know what to do with this look. So my focus, I guess, ended up becoming like, I wanted him to look like he should have been a Shaolin monk, or he should have been training the Shaolin monks. Because being honest, he's the third monk, right? There's Liu Kang, there's Kung Lao, there's Kai, and I guess the fourth one would be Kung Jin. So I wanted him to kind of look like he fit with them. I didn't even want to get into making him look like he has some type of crazy fire powers, which he does. It's like, I don't even want to get that complicated. I just need to undo the previous two designs a little bit. It's weird, the actual headband and sideburns look from Mortal Kombat 4, I didn't mind that much. I did roll with those going forward with this one. Like I said, just as long as I could avoid him looking like he did in Armageddon, I felt like I'd be okay. What I ended up having sort of started to come out looking like a more mature Kai look, which I guess if he's supposed to be a master working with Madame Bo or whatever in Mortal Kombat 1, I guess that makes sense for his look. So he has leg wraps, he has quite a bit of fist wraps, which I do that with my characters a lot anyways, but I kind of did the tape fist underneath the, I don't even know what you would call what I put on his wrist. I was about to say wristbands, but that's not what it is, but that's what I'm just gonna call it now. And I gave him a sleeve on one arm. Why? I have no idea, I just thought it looked cool. And then I moved on to coloring this man. Before I continue anymore, I'd just like to go ahead and remind you guys, if you haven't already, to like and subscribe. Also letting you guys know that I also make other artwork and comic books, and they're on my website. I have a new comic book, Megabout Live, that's available now at shadassassins.com. If you'd like to check it out, I'd appreciate it. Now back to the video. So in coloring Kai, it was hard trying to figure out where I wanted to put that maroon at. Like, it's such a weird color choice. It's a color that's not used too often for the male Mortal Kombat characters, at least that I can think off the top of my mind. If I think hard enough, I'll probably be wrong there, but most of the popular Mortal Kombat characters don't have a color scheme like this. It's normally reserved for the females, like Melina or something. Like, such a weird choice. Oh, it's not a weird choice, it's just weird how I was gonna apply it here. I did eventually sort of settle on the fact that because he has the random white stripes on his skin, that I was going to incorporate that into the design somehow, and I figured I'd do it on the pants. Took me a while before I actually changed that though. I went ahead with shading and working on the rest of the photos before I colored that in. The painting before I changed that in. So then it was like a lot of back and forth and trying to figure out what I was going to do with that tank top as well. As you can probably see, there's a lot of switching back and forth between the pants and the shirt color. Like I said, I eventually settled on the maroon because it was like the traditional look for Kai going forward. And then from there, I just started shading. And as usual at that point, once the shading and the highlights started, I started to feel a lot better about this design. As I continued shading it, I started to be sold on it a lot more. As I kept shading, I eventually changed that color of his pants. Once I switched that over to white, then everything sort of blended together well too. I didn't have clashing colors as much as I was working. And then once the highlights and stuff sort of started coming together, by the end he just looked like a seasoned martial artist, which is cooler. I'm not mad at this kind. So after finishing fine details and just sort of random like shadow and just sort of light and sketching errors in on a picture, I finished the spectacular highlights as usual. It's normally the final step I take when doing these pictures. And he was finished. And I had a new Kai design for Mortal Kombat. I would love to get you guys' feedback on this design and what you think of it, whether or not you think it looks better or worse for that matter than his previous designs in Mortal Kombat. Specifically the Armageddon one, which I feel like is far worse than his Mortal Kombat 4 design, but I could be wrong. But anyways, your feedback would be appreciated. Hopefully this design seems like it's worthy of being the successor to Liu Kang and the champion of Earthrealm, but we'll see. And you all have a good one, and I'm out.